はい、どうも、おじです。今回ですね、チキンポリスポイントイットレッドっていうのかなっていうゲームちょっとやっていきたいと思います。パッケージのデザインがすごいへんてこやったので、ね、たまにはね、ゆるいゲームやっていこうかなと思って、いつもちょっとね、プレグテイルとか、ウォーキングデッドとか、硬いゲームが多かったんで、ストーリーが。ちょっと柔らかい、名前だけで緩そうなんで、ちょっとこれやっていきたいと思います。お願いします。That men are heavier than broken hardware.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland. An investigator for 20 years. And once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit.The last fucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
その右の人じゃないのそれ。違うかな月が真っ赤になってチキンポリスが007みたいな。
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago.We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
ベテランデカってことか。
What could possibly go wrong? うわ、誰？鹿？誰今の？ Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it.She stood in the darkness, the light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated name. She had a bygone-looking eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself.
ささやきかけてくるが、いや彼女は島もじゃない。電気をつければ真実は明らかになる。エリザベスだったかそれともシャーロット確か気品のある名前だったよな。その目は過ぎ去りし日々、この老朽化した建物よりも、さもなきゃこの街そのものよりも古い思い出を訴えていた。あるいは俺が酔ってるだけかもな。だが女性の訪問を受けるのは久しぶりだ。久しぶりだし。少しはチャンスをやってもいいだろう。ズーム。うわ。さあもう話しかけますかじゃあ。
Who is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
あ、家なんや。警察署とかじゃないんや。
Behind that.
ちょっとじゃあ、話して。
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone.
1話で飲むのは失礼かと思ってる。
Maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Bourbon.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
新しい世界観上。
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
お、何？あ、一杯重ねて。シャヒーンって。あ、シャヒーンってしたのね、もう今。シャヒーンって。デボラなんなん？
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats
脅迫を受け
exactly?
ている。
It's a very strange matter.
お、最初に何
First,
通かの手
there were
紙。
letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you
決まりの
some
質問させてもらってもいいかな？
routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
尋問。焦点は容疑者について知ってる情報だ。相手が怪しいかどうかそこに注目しよう。ジョン・ドゥ。焦点、こいつは何か怪しいぞ。ここに注目した方がいいぞ。焦点、怪しい。印象、怪しい。なんでお前は怪しいんだこっちが聞きたいわなこの流れちょっとおかしくない？この男は怪しい？俺は怪しいぞ。なんでお前は怪しいんだ容疑者から印象を集めよう。印象を得るたびに新たな質問が追加されるぞ。新たな印象だ。何を選ぼうかな。刑事メーターは尋問がうまくいっているかどうかを教えてくれる心強い味方だ。できるだけプラス側になるように維持しておく。ぺちゃくちゃぺちゃくちゃ。いいね。プラス100。
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
君は一体何者なのかな、マダム。デボラ・イファリス。注意深く起点を聞かせない男の女性は、恥ずかしがり屋のようだから、それをうまく利用する。ただし言葉には気をつけないと怯えさせてしまうな。まずは優しく様子を伺いながら、適切なタイミングで厳しく問い詰めるぞ。ちょっと字間違ってるわ。これ作った人これ気づいてこれ。質問を選択。
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important,
そ
Mr.
れに至らない
Featherland.
ものです。
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hill, Flowerville, maybe.
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer and not on personal business.
住んでる場所を明かさな
Fair
い。
point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
間違えちゃったんじゃん。早速。あ、プラス10やってでも刑事メーター。なぜ今日この夜に俺を訪ねてこなきゃならなかった？
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn,
鹿や。
and maybe I
だから
am,
小鹿に
but
見
I
えるか
still
も。
have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
これじゃない？刑事やったらやっぱ。
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your
女性
employer
キビル雇い
herself?
主が直接来ないのかね。
My employer is Miss Natasha
お、雇い主
Kitsenko.
ナターシャ。
She hasn't been
キャッ
leaving
ツ
her
センコ。
home lately.
絶対猫やん。
Only if she really
ナ
has
ターシャ
to.
キャッツ言うてるから。
How so?
ほら猫や、新しい動物。
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared
ナター
because
シャ
of
さ
those
んは怯えてい
unwanted
る。嫌なメッ
messages.
セージのせいで、それ
And
と彼女はとて
everyone
も有
knows
名な
who
ので。
she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
これかな？一体全体に何を期待して俺に会いに来たんだ？
What exactly did you expect
全部
by
一番
coming
上が
here
正
to
解
meet
か？
me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable
Well, I am reliable.
and discreet
That's right.
and thorough
No question about that.
and has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
厄介ごとに陥ってるのが
Are
いい。
you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah,
何の仕事
and
や
I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland, not really.
この件は全体的になんだか疑わしいと思わない？
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
ねえデボラ、君のことを信じるべき理由があるのかな？
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer.
正直に言ってくれ。何をそんなに恐れているんだ？
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know
ま
him.
たの名を
Ibn Wessler,
Ibn
the
Wessler.
kingpin.
ギャングのボス。
Exactly.
Exactly。ネズミやん。ネズミ先輩。
Feathery gods, help me.
大変なことだ。
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes
なる
everything.
ほど、ギャングね。尋問ランク。うわ、焦点の精度 100% やって。いける伝説やったぜ。最終的な考え。勘な仕事ぶりだ。10年前と全く変わらないと言ってもいい気をつけるよ、クロービル。サニーフェザーランドとチキンポリスの復活だ。重要な手がかり。雇い主のナターシャの女夫は、なんとあの悪名高きギャングのイブン・ウェスラーだ。素晴らしい。100点満点らしいですね。あ、見た。これかな。なんて書いてる？
I know Molly very well.
私はモリーをよく知っ
Please
ている。
note this when
私
deciding
の依
whether
頼を
or
受ける
not
か
to
否かを
accept
決
my
めるとき
assignment.
はそのことを考慮して。
Miss
ミ
Ibanez
ス・
is a
イバレス
trusted
は信
friend.
頼できる友達。
Treat her as
彼女には紳士
gentleman.
らしく応対して。
And
吹き替えできるやん、俺。
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a
ブラックジャッ
blackjack.
クでコートを流れた気
Reality
分で世
tilted.
界が歪むような感覚。
Molly.
モーリー。
Good
どうして彼
gods.
女の名前がここに
What
書
was
かれ
her
ている
name doing
向かい
there?
の壁に飾られた
I
古びた
glanced
額
at
縁
the
に目を向
opposite
けた
wall.
まるで
with the
永久に
well-worn picture
残る壁の割れ目
frames.
パズルの足りない最後のワンピースのような存在明るい色のシルクドレスを着て
She
子
was
守
wearing
歌
a
を
light
歌い
silk dress
波
and
と
singing
戯れ
a
る美しく
lullaby.
長い足の持
The
ち主である
waves
彼女
caressing
な
her
ぜ
beautiful
森
long legs.
どうして今
Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
はい
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand.
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Blackmail
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Katsenko
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Sorry
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or
Wow.
does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
Exactly
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
Sunny
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
誰新しいフレンドが出てくる俺の旧友喋るとどもる癖があるおかかってしもうた なんでもないっすわ
Lewis arrived a few
Oh,
minutes
Lewis,
later. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know anything for
江
you.
戸晴美かも
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a
ちょっと寄り
detour.
道をする
I've got a
この件は
feeling
1話
that
で解
this
決で
case
きる
isn't
もので
going
は
to
な
be
さ
a
そう
one-man
この
job.
町で頼れるのは
And
元
there's
は一
only
方のマー
one
ティしかいな
bird
い
in this
あ
city
い
I
つは
can
一緒にいるはず
trust.
だ俺の
My
話に耳を
ex-partner,
貸してくれるという
Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
あ、なにこれあ、何やねんそう、ないからそういうの
It
上ボ
was
タ
New
ンで
Year's Eve.
切り替え
And
ま
I
すみ
was
たいな
driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work.
時間返し
But
てくれ
still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone.
そう、メイドさん
Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?